Hi guys, Symphony here, and today I will make a tier list for patch 1.5 for all the guns in the finals. This is the second version of it, because at the start of the patch there was some recoil bug, so I wanted to wait and record this after the fix, so I can show it the recoils on the screen. Okay, so just let's get started. First we have the knife for light class. This is a niche weapon, but even if you are really good with knife, I don't feel it will be useful enough to play this on ranked. If you really want to play melee weapon, I would go for sword instead. This is just high risk, and you could say high reward because of the one shot, but the truth is, even if you will get the one shot, enemies will fast res, because now almost every medium have res in their kit. So truly this is not enough to win the teamfight, so I will put it in D tier. Okay, so after the knife we have the Uzi. Uzi is actually quite good gun, really high damage in close range. You can make it work in every close range situation. It has harder pattern than XP54, but if you like this gun more and if you learn the pattern, there's nothing stopping you from picking this up. You can say that with the XP54 you can be really consistent in medium range, but as I said, if you learn the pattern, if you will be extremely good with this gun in terms of aim, you can carry games for sure. Okay, so now the LHA1. This gun just got buffed, 2 more damage per bullet. It's good buff, but I don't think it is enough. Still, this gun is just really inconsistent, and it is really hard to see the enemies because of the sight in this gun. I suppose it meant to be medium range gun, but as I said, it's really hard to see when you're shooting, and usually you don't have a chance winning 1v1 medium range with other classes, so this is B tier for me. There are just better guns for light class right now. So now throwing knives. I actually quite like the throwing knives. They have really high damage, and the fact that you don't have reload mechanic in them is really nice, so you can kill enemies one by one really fast. But of course the problem is when you are moving, hitting knife is really inconsistent and extremely hard, and as a light class you need to move really fast in order to survive. So this is just not the best, but I will still put it in B tier because it has some potential. You can one-shot people and they work also on medium range. So now you have the shotgun. As you for sure know if you are playing the finals, this gun was must pick for light class recently before the patch because of the one-shot potential. You could literally two-shot tank, so it was extremely broken. Also the invisibility was must have with this gun, but now the invis got nerfed and this shotgun got nerfed, so this gun really have hard time right now. So let me just say, if you are extremely good, this gun can be A tier. You need to hit all the shots, but for average player this is B tier. Now the light class sword. I also quite like the sword. I rarely see people who can play this correctly, and by that I mean not using the left click and instead only right click with dash. Thanks to this you have some really interesting combos, and you are extremely hard to hit. You're killing the medium class only using 2 right clicks, so this is really good for me. You really need to master them in order to be useful, so I'll put it B tier. And next the pistol from the light class. This gun have actually nice damage and it for sure can be useful in many situations, but I feel like the fact that it is not automatic weapon is actually quite hard to shoot consistent and fast enough. Also I want to add that the silencer be really nice mechanic if it would actually silence the gun, so you can't hear this gun almost at all. That would be kinda cool. It can be controversial, but I think it is bad weapon right now. So now the XP54. This is S tier. Not much to say. Easy recoil. You can make it work on short and medium range, but also you can pull off some damage long range too. Really consistent, works with every specialization. I think this is just go-to weapon for light class right now. And now the sniper. So if you are extremely good, you are hitting every head, this is good weapon, but also need to take in consideration that almost every cash out station is in close space, so this is like actually useless in that scenario, which are of course the most important, because kills are like almost useless by itself. So this is for me D tier. So moving into the medium class, first we've got the revolver. This gun at first seems really good, but when you play it long enough, you will see that this is really inconsistent due to the damage fall off. It is really hard to aim with this gun due to this big sight. It's for sure needs some changes, because right now there are just better guns for the medium class. But still, this is decent, so I will put it A tier. So now this. First, this is not fun to play. How you would want to play melee weapon in FPS? I don't really know. And second, even if you are playing like some players turret, then goo grenade, then APS, and you camp on point, still this is insanely bad. And also, as you can see, you can't really instantly attack and then shield yourself. So this is even worse. This is easy D tier. Needs some change, not even buff. Next, AK. I don't see much problems with this gun, other than this is kinda bad in long range. It has harder recoil than FCAR, but still, for example, for new players, I would highly recommend this gun. Next, medium class shotgun. So close range medium seems really good on paper, but why you should play this shotgun when you can play the revolver? You could say, I play with player who was hitting only heads with this, and it seems insanely broken. Yeah, then just pick up the revolver and go practice tool, and if you shoot only heads with the revolver, then it is way better than the shotgun, even on close range. Yeah, I know there are some strategy to play it. You can play around it if you're a good team, so C tier. Okay, now this granite launcher, medium class. Again, on paper really good, you can change the environment easily and two-shot the light class with this, but in practice it's really random. You can damage yourself, so you can die by accident, and you can't damage players close to you because the gun have a bounce mechanic. Also, if enemy have APS turret, you are simply completely useless. I don't think it is better than these two guns, so D tier. Maybe here? Okay, now FCAR, not much to say. This is the best gun in the finals. Good on close range, medium range and long range. Really easy pattern. You can clearly see enemies because of the holographic sight. You can make it work in any scenario. The only downside is the 20 bullets in magazine. And lastly, we have heavy class weapons. So first, let's say Flamethrower. To play Flamethrower, you need specific playstyle. It is the best with the goo gun. Of course, you need to play close range. It got buffed also this patch. It is really effective versus the light players, but overall, maybe I didn't play versus good player who uses this. I think this is not good gun right now, so I will even put it in C tier. Now the M60, this is like the typical gun for the heavy player. It has the biggest magazine in the game, so you can like spam the bullets, but of course it is really hard to control, so it is only effective in close range. If you want to beam someone in mid range, it's really hard. I would say though, you can make it work. I rarely see someone play it, because why should you play it when there is a Lewis gun, which is simply just a better alternative for tank. But still, this is A tier. Next, the shotgun for the tank. It was of course the S tier weapon due to the bug when you didn't have the reload kinda thing after the 4 shots. They deleted it, so now it works normally. Still really good because the tank really likes to play close range on cash out stations. Good to play around your mesh shield. So yeah, this is A tier. Next, the grenade launcher for heavy player. Same as the medium, but tank can use it more as tank and you like fighting close range. I would normally put it in B tier, but due to the fact that it is really inconsistent, I need to put it into the C tier. Now the hammer. Oh, I really like this weapon. Of course, really fun weapon, because you can destroy any building with it quickly, but of course you need to know the maps really good and play inside the buildings. Of course, if you are on the open space, you are almost always dead without the shield. Of course, you need to take the charge and slam for it to work, to close the distance. So I think for sure you can make it work. This is like the sword in the light class, really specific playstyle, but for now I just can't put it higher than C tier. Okay, and last gun is the Lewis gun for tank. Again, not much to say, the best tank weapon in the game right now. This is like the M60 but the better alternative. It is way easier to control. I guess this have less bullets than M60, but it doesn't matter because you can easily kill medium and light class on the whole magazine. I don't see why you should play other weapon on tank than this Lewis gun or the shotgun. Okay, so that's all for the tier list, and now I'm really excited to wait for some real creative strategies that will shift the weapons in the tier list, maybe even make them broken, and then I will make another one. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the finals.